If you're about to learn QuickBooks Online, I want to give you one framing that will make it a million times easier to learn, whether you're a seasoned bookkeeper or you're a novice. There is one singular reason that QBO and other cloud softwares like Xero are much harder to learn than traditional desktop softwares. It is because they fuse two completely different methodologies of bookkeeping together and pretend that's normal. I'm here to tell you it's not you, it's them. The first methodology is what many of us started with in QuickBooks Desktop and Sage, where you would take your source documents, like your bills and your receipts, and you'd enter them in and mark them as paid by the bank or the credit card. After you put in the entries, only then you go to the bank statement and check off what cleared and what you might have missed. The bank confirms what you already entered. This is what I call entry-centric bookkeeping. Now, compare that to what happened when bank feeds came on the scene. When bank feeds very first started being a thing, Silicon Valley jumped on that pony and crafted very simplified bookkeeping softwares that relied solely on the bank feed. I'm thinking Wave and other apps like that. This is what I call bank-feed-centric bookkeeping. You look at what hit the bank, you categorize it, done. That's cash accounting. And it's much different than accrual accounting. I call cash accounting quick and dirty, but gets the job done. It dates all the incomes and expenses the date they were paid, which makes no sense. This means with cash accounting, you're not reducing your taxable profit until the bill is actually paid. This bank-feed-centric bookkeeping can admittedly work for some very small and simple businesses that don't carry a balance with suppliers or clients. But that's not most businesses. So now we have two completely different methodologies: entry-centric, accrual-based bookkeeping, and bank-feed-centric, cash-based bookkeeping. Two completely different thinking styles and approaches. And what did QuickBooks Online do? It fused both of them together. And that's powerful and confusing. Because now, inside one software, you can enter bills properly, enter undeposited funds to combine payments into one deposit, or mark partial payments or group payments to invoices. Or you can just start categorizing things straight from the bank feed. Because QBO wants to be all things for all people, it pushes that bank feed like it's the solution to everything. Sure, you can use that bank feed for simple cash accounting, quick and dirty, which again, only works for a very small and simple subset of businesses. But if that's you, you might as well just use Wave. Until you understand what that bank feed actually is, it'll spin you around. You'll double enter revenue, you'll double enter expenses, you'll match things that aren't actually matches, and you'll feel like you're bad at bookkeeping. You're not. You're just being forced to switch mental models without realizing it. If you learned bookkeeping in a traditional, entry-based way, the bank feed can feel pushy. It's constantly suggesting matches that might not be an actual match, without really explaining what a match even is. It wants you to post things. It looks like the main screen, so it feels like that's where you're supposed to work. Now, if you learned bookkeeping from a bank feed first perspective, you might not have built the deeper understanding of how transactions actually flow. And that makes accrual concepts like undeposited funds or combined payments feel way harder than they need to. So here's the thing that helps. The bank feed is not bookkeeping. It's information from the bank. I call them bank feed info lines. Their job is to get matched to something that already exists in your file. Think of it like that step on a bank reconciliation where you say, oh yeah, that cleared. It is not the source of truth. It is not the driver, and it shouldn't be the first place you learn from. So, If you're learning QuickBooks Online, know that bookkeeping does not start with the bank feed. The bank feed is information from the bank, like a digital bank statement. When you hit match, you are saying this bank feed info line represents this actual QBO transaction entry that I have previously entered. And QBO marries the bank feed info line to the QBO transaction entry and marks the QBO transaction entry as cleared. Be careful. Don't let it match transactions just because the numbers line up. Not every matched suggestion is a soulmate. Don't get click happy. We all do it. And here's the kicker. The match doesn't always mean just connect two existing things. Sometimes it means create something and then match it. For example, it might want to match a bank feed info line that is money coming into the bank as payment to an unpaid invoice QBO transaction entry. So, in those circumstances, it means enter a payment QBO transaction entry and then match. You can see here how the bank feed info line is actually married to a receive payment entry that it just added and not the invoice that it initially listed. So the post option is completely different than match. When you click post, QBO enters that QBO transaction for you, marries the bank feed info line to that new entry, and then marks it as cleared. Now, if you want to see what QBO's bank feed just did when you clicked match or clicked post, jump up to the find bar at the top and look at the most recently entered transaction. You might have to hit refresh. If it created something, you'll see it here and you can open it and see that QBO transaction entry that was just created and see the married bank feed info line linked in the top corner. Either way, don't let that bank feed drive your bookkeeping. When I train people on QBO, I don't even introduce the bank feed for the first month of paperwork. We learn the structure first. We do the first bank reconciliation manually. Then we layer in the bank feed as a tool, not a driver. Because once you understand both methodologies and you intentionally use each where it makes sense, QBO becomes powerful. And I mean powerful. If you're coming from desktop software, once you understand the bank feed and get to that bank reconciliation screen and see how insanely fast bank reconciliations now go, that's the moment. That's when you feel the power of combining accrual bookkeeping with automation. But you only get there if you understand what the bank feed actually is. So, to recap, if you're learning QuickBooks Online, bookkeeping does not start with the bank feed. Build the structure, enter transactions the big screen way, find them on the bank feed, match them intentionally. Pay attention to what the bank feed is doing. Don't get click happy. We've all done it. Not every match offered up is a soulmate. Once you understand there are two methodologies living inside QBO, it clicks. You can intentionally use each method in ways to supercharge your bookkeeping, and QBO actually becomes a really powerful piece of software instead of an incredibly frustrating one. And remember, it's not you. It really is harder to learn bookkeeping inside QuickBooks Online. But once you understand why, it gets a whole lot easier. I'm Nifty Nomi, a bookkeeper and a business foundations educator. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram at BeThatBusiness. You can tweet at me, X at me, I'm at Nifty Nomi, and I'm also at Nifty Nomi on Twitch and TikTok. And you can find resources and courses about running a Canadian business on my website, naomiwilkins.ca. I love making business make sense. The video today was recorded in beautiful Oshawa, Ontario. Thanks so much for watching, and get out there and be that business that thrives.